in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1 between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Cleveland. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. David Ojabo. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
This complete to David Bell. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. $40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 15. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now a give, running left is Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Brandon Ayuk, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Raymond Calais now from his end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Watson. That's complete to Bell over the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Here's Watson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 37. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Open man is Anderson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. In on the tackle is the lineman, Perrion Winfrey.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson setting up the screen. Harris. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Damian Harris, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Watson's throw hauled in by Bell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 18-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They will indeed snap it to Johnson, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And a little kick. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get him right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the give, this is Harris. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. They begin this drive with Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They run again on first down. Chubb shifts past him. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, sure that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
On second down, right back to Hunt. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
This year.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
After the interception, here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Got it to Bell on the out route. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
To throw again on second down, Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he's got his target, Harris. Touchdown. Damian Harris, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Here's Harris, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson now. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's Jackson. Complete to Likely. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 2.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead, and they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They'll try and run right on the option. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They go play action with Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field are loading everyone with a fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want. Anytime they want to throw the football, there was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 10. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run with Harris. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now here's another carry for Harris. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns
Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Alert!
To throw is Watson.
That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. This is Hunt on the draw play.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 14. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Watson off play action. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And he'll be taken down at the 18.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge. And that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. On target to his man, Likely. And he will have a Ravens first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson going to take this himself. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have a Ravens first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Harris running straight ahead.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake,
yes,
for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down, protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Tyus Bowser blowing that play up. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway, Con.
And my goodness, another interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was